Welcome to Tales of Midfel, presented by Talks of Dorks. I'm your host and DM, Tom Lloyd. Today I'm joined by my friends, allies and players. So with us today we have Mr. Tom.
That's me.
Mr. Bonnois.
Hello.
Chalet.
Hello.
And Juice.
Hello there.
How do you always make hello seem like a question? Hello?
Hello.
So welcome to this week's episode of Tales of Midfel. So we're just going to jump straight into it. Got one announcement to make before we crack on. We have our first official sponsor. So this week's episode is sponsored and brought to you with Cricket, one of our many friends here at Talks of Dorks. Best dice around. Do you mind? First official ad, and you have to open it. You have to crack one open in the middle of our ads.
Stella's involved.
It may or may not have come home by this point.
It may have come home.
It may or may not have come home at this stage.
Or it just stayed away.
Stayed far away. But anyway, restarting that. Yeah, so we've partnered up with a good friend of ours at Cricket UK. One of the best providers of dice around, so go check them out. And on top of that, if you use the code TALES, that is TALES as in like the story, not as in what furries use, then you do get a 10% discount. So TALES, TALES. Use that at checkout, 10% off. Cricket UK. Thank you very much, Tim.
Thank you.
So let's crack straight on with it. So who wants to roll and give me a quick recap? Everyone roll a d20 for me. Let's do this fun little game.
You treat me well, my friend.
Who rolled highest? Who rolled highest?
What's
Who rolled highest?
10.
I got 14.
9.
Nice for you.
Give us a quick recap, Josh.
I can't remember.
This is the game.
I
was terrified.
I remember, what the fuck?
I have vague memories.
So last thing I can remember was in the catacombs, and we were fighting off those zombos
with
the guards.
We busted.
We did a lot of like puzzle solving, and Charlie learned a new language, which was great. Just saying, I don't know already.
Hold the phone.
Hold a second.
Fucking rain.
Wait a minute.
Next one knows it.
And then we leveled up and look. So that's all I can give it.
Okay, that's fine. I was just playing a little game there. But yes, so last time, so our party were investigating the unfortunate death and disappearance of a young dwarven boy from the local town of Rhodes. One where one of our party members, Rabbit, came from. And in their investigation, they came across these catacombs deep in the forests outside of Rhodes. After multiple investigations, they found these deeper catacombs in the session before, after being quite suspicious and concerned about a group of guards who had headed towards the catacombs to investigate further. But from a long period of time with them not returning, the party took it on themselves to head up there and see what was going on, see if they could offer any aid in any way possible. They explored a deeper underground section of the catacombs. And as Josh said, did a bit of puzzle solving with some ancient language of the people who used to live on this land, and eventually made their way up to the top level of catacombs, which they investigated before. However, did manage to also save a group of guards which were about to be overran and attacked by a group of undead. Our party were obviously successful, and did manage to save the majority of the group of guards. However, did take a couple of losses. But from the coast seems to be clear, and a group of guards have sort of welcomed you into their ranks for a short period until you're at the catacombs. And this is where we have left off. So at the moment you guys are sort of in a deep chamber. The smoke has cleared. the undead seemingly defeated. What do we all want to do?
Where have the guards gone? Are the guards still there?
They're still with you.
Any injuries amongst you all? Are you all okay?
I'm a little hurt. How's everybody else?
I could use a short break.
I'm alright. I'm not too bad.
What are the guards on? How are they feeling?
I think we took a couple of scrapes and bruises and obviously a couple of losses. And they look down and there are 2 deceased guards, unfortunately, which the other guards are sort of already covering them up and are ready to carry them out. Apart from that, I think we're all right. To be honest, I want to get out of this place as quick as possible.
Okay. Well, I can cure wounds. Someone's going to need some quick help for you. Or anybody like health-wise and like immediately ill.
I'm at 50%.
Tom, you okay?
About that as well.
Chaz.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
We'll
Well,
survive, yeah.
I suppose we'll help the guards out, get them out. If you go with them, at least it looks like we've helped, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll probably get yelled at by Carrington. We would specifically.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But we'll help them out and hopefully gain Garrett's trust a bit more that way, I suppose.
Okay. So you all heading out with the guards then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you exit via one of the hallways and head sort of up some stairs uphill towards where you know the entrance should be. I imagine lit by some arcane or torchlight by either one of the party members, but either way, you make your way up and towards the entrance. As you guys get closer, nothing seems to stir or nothing. No immediate danger, especially from any of the corpses around. However, you all do hear some voices echoing down the halls as you get closer to the entrance. This will get louder, and you can tell that they're obviously humanoid voices, currently quite aggressive and getting sort of louder and louder as you begin to approach.
Is that normal? Are guards usually that boisterous? That's the word, right? Using the right word, I think.
Yeah, boys was alright with me.
Yeah. Anyone want to do anything in response to that, or if not, we can.
Yeah, I want to know what they're being loud about. If
Okay.
It's possible.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Not bad. That is a 13.
Okay. It's very difficult to make out exactly what is going on from here, but you can tell that there seems to be ruckus, but it does in the mix of the noise you can hear like commands being shouted and directed at multiple people, but you can't really tell what is going on. But just from the nature and of the voice, you can tell what's sort of the context of what's being said.
It's not a fight. It's more of like barking orders.
Yeah.
Alert kind of thing.
Yeah, basically. Do you guys carry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you make your way finally to the entrance of the catacombs, and you can tell that the guards with you are definitely very eager and quite tense to get out of the catacombs. You can tell they're quite tired as well from what's taken place, quite emotionally and physically exhausted. But you finally make your way towards the main entrance into the catacombs, and as you do, you can see torchlight sort of glowing from the outside, and as you look out, you can quite quickly see like a row of guards in sort of like a semicircle order, all with sort of shields and spears, all directed at the entrance from where you guys are exiting at the moment, and you just hear, "Hold! Hold!" Went from.
Put my hands up slowly.
Yep.
And
Okay.
walk out.
Yeah, I'll join as well.
Yeah, same.
Don't want to be like a threat.
Don't want to be shot.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so with your hands in the air, like you just don't care, you all exit the catacombs, and yeah, you can see that obviously the guards were at high alert, and expecting something not very good to be coming out of the catacombs, if anything at all. But they soon realise very quickly, obviously, that you're just essentially a group of kids, ones that they have seen before. And, wait! And I hold back. They're not the undead. Hold back. And slowly, a couple of the guards just break the formation slightly to allow you all to walk through. And from one of the sort of rows behind, sort of currently on top of a horse, you see Carrington sort of come round and start walking towards you all. And what the bloody hell are you all coming from there?
Saving your men, obviously. They would have been dead without us.
You had direct orders from the captain of the guard. You just disregard them.
For the greater good, obviously. Like, there was obviously a member in trouble. I mean, we could hear them, well, obviously before you lot did. So I couldn't stand there and do nothing, and knowing that innocent men would die.
Well, honestly, from our point of view, it seems like you were trying to get them killed.
No, I don't agree with that. But I look at I can't really make it kind of name time. What is it? Fetch, and just like I've got this. But yeah.
And who exactly are you to question my judgment? Boy.
Yeah, well, yes, you are in a rank and I'm not. So yes, it's hard to judge. However, as your men, we're more than capable of defending ourselves and helping out. And without us there, they would have easily perished by those undead.
Is this true, soldier? He directs to sort of seemingly the leader of that small squadron. Aye, it is, sir. Without these boys, we would have surely perished. We're outnumbered and outmatched. Carrington just grumbles. Obviously not very pleased that he is. Yeah, obviously not very pleased about the situation.
Can I cast Mage Hand and tap Carrington on the shoulder that's further away from us with it?
Joffrey, was that you?
Joffrey.
And you see like his little squire with like a little cap just looks up at him. What? Never mind.
Main villain Joffrey.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He's the mastermind.
Well, seems that your business is done here then. I imagine, especially for yourself, little rabbit, your mother will be concerned about your whereabouts.
Just go back with your mum and Jeff will be fine. Well, your mum is up there.
Who's Jeff?
Just gonna kind of shrink away, slightly. Just made me feel small.
Well, I won't allow a group of boys like you to walk through the forest in the dark back home. Assemble a small squadron, head back with them. Tonight. And you see a group of guards sort of immediately grab a couple of horses and gather together, a group of sort of 5 of the guards, and start to assume that they're sort of leading the way with your little group. So what do you all wish to do?
Are they starting to set off now?
They're essentially ready when you are.
Yeah. Can I have a quick look round to see if anyone's doing anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
No. That is a nat 2, so
Okay.
that'll be no.
In the stress of the situation, and with Carrington obviously being quite aggressive, especially directing it towards you, your mind is definitely not on the situation at hand. So yeah, a bit difficult to try and pick out any information or focus on other things. But yeah, unfortunately not. Anyone else want to do anything before you set off?
No, I don't think so. No. Happy to set off if that's what needs to be done.
Okay.
Self too.
Yeah, with the lads.
Okay.
Just coming in, lads.
Okay. So joining the small group of guards, led by Torchlight and Horse, you guys all start to make your way through the forest and towards roads. It is in the middle of the night at the moment, and you guys haven't really slept, so I'm going to need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's use these. Oh, there.
It's not very nice.
20.
Nice.
17.
Okay.
Also 17.
7.
We're out here all night, boy.
Raknuk, you have 1 level of exhaustion. So yeah, you're all managing to sort of ride the wave of adrenaline for this travel of a few hours to thankfully not get tired. But Raknuk, unfortunately, it just sort of takes you and you're quite tired, and you guys will need a long rest pretty much when you can. And I'm also going to need someone to roll me just a d20, just one person, please.
18.
Okay, can you roll me a d8 as well, please?
Let's have a goblins on by now.
Here we go.
No, it's how many dragons?
18 times 4 goblins.
You mean dragons, you mean?
Oh, dragon times 4. Tarask.
76 dragons there? 76 dragons?
Minute.
4, 18 and 4.
Right, okay.
18 on the D8 and 4 on the D10.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you are walking through, who has the highest passive perception out of you guys?
I'm on
Not me.
I'm on 14.
I'm also on 14.
Okay,
a.
so
My dipshit.
11. Cool. So Fetch and Rabbit. Yeah, so you guys notice as you're sort of walking along this path in the forest, both Fetch and Rabbit, you notice these weird footprints in the sort of mud trail ahead of you.
What do they look like? Are they big?
They're fairly big, yeah,
Like
and they're not
human foot?
human.
They're not human. Is it like a hoof?
No, not like a hoof.
Would I know anything that fits that description that lives in this?
Give me a nature check or survival, your choice. Actually, I'd probably say closer to nature, actually.
Nature? I think they're both equally bad. That will be a 12.
12, okay. You know that there are rumours of many types of creatures living in the forest. This one in particular you don't recognise very quickly, but you can tell that it's quite a large creature. And quite big claws as well.
Oh, it's a predator.
Yeah, so it seems to be quite a large predator type.
Just like some east already. Looking at my level 3.
Yeah, quite a large predator type creature.
Michael Jackson.
It's from the forest.
Just a Shimon echoes through the woods. He makes no sound. He moonwalks everywhere.
There's no sound on the moon.
He's a perfect predator.
It's just
Session ruined.
Yeah, so the tracks seem to be fairly fresh, and it's a large predator from the looks of it.
I'll go up to one of the guards. Do you know if anything else lives around here? Anything big and dangerous?
just Joe.
No longer off of it.
Yeah, well, all kinds of creatures live in the forest, as far as I know. Anything big, some wolves, bears, maybe a mountain lion. Could be all sorts, really. Why? What, have you seen anything?
Yeah. And I point to the tracks.
Oh, fuck.
Okay,
That's a bad word.
Alright, well, keep an eye out. Don't want any more trouble than we need. Okay, so what are you guys doing moving forward?
Can I have a look as to see? This will probably be while we're still on the move, but as a looky to see where the tracks are going, or are they just out in front of us?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Survival. 7.
7.
It's a miracle we've lived this long.
Yes.
You can't really tell exactly what direction they're going in. Obviously, they cross the path where you guys are currently walking, but in what exact direction? The light that you guys have emanating from like torch or whatever doesn't seem to stretch far enough to get a good gauge on where it was heading, really. But it seems like it might be close by.
Well then.
John Grooves.
Okay, well, Rabbit's brain is just flashing danger, 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 danger.
Yeah, well, me and Charlie haven't seen have we, so.
Well, if
Which,
you
well,
Oh,
yeah,
right, okay, so
I'd
right,
let the guard know so you guys would have heard.
So the tracks aren't going the way that we're going, are they? Did we deduce that? Or do we
We
not
couldn't
deduce
tell.
it? No. Well, just I suppose we'll keep Tom, how lit is it outside? Is it dark?
It's fucking
It's in the middle of the night. It's quite dark.
And, how many torches we got?
A few, like a couple of the guards have got one.
Okay,
One
so-
of you
so-
might have one lit. So
we can
it's
see, yeah.
no, you guys can definitely see. It's just in the middle of the night.
Cool.
I think I've got.
I'm going to not hold an action, but I'm going to so I've got a little shield out, as I always do. So I'm going to have my hand on the long sword with Ray just obviously in the pouch. So I'm just going to just be ready just in case we do get pounced or do something.
Anyone else doing anything?
Rabbit's just on edge.
There's not really much I can do. Can I?
A donkey on the edge.
What can I make with minor illusion? Is it like a? Can I make like a man?
Anything.
I'll just make like a silent man, I suppose, just walking in front of the.
I think it can only take up a 5-foot space, but
Oh, that's fine. A 5-foot man, a short man will be fine. Just a short guard, I suppose, walking in front of the rest of
Just a halfling
the
guard.
squad.
yeah, okay.
Just as bait, I suppose.
You don't want to put it behind you. The person in the back always goes first.
Yeah, Charlie
He's at the front now.
Yeah, okay. So you've got that illusion up. That's fine. Okay. So are you sort of just trying to walking a bit more slowly and just have it in front of you? Because obviously it can't move, but you can sort of recast it in front of you.
Yeah, I can't do that, can I? It doesn't.
But you can recast.
You can keep recasting it, can't you, Bennett?
I suppose.
As long as you go.
It's like a slideshow.
You just gotta keep doing it really, really fast. You gotta pop it and drop it.
Stop animation.
I just feel like doing a Macarena trying to keep it on.
I would say you can do me an Arcana check to see how well you can pull it off.
It's like it's
what's my Arcana?
It's like an old fucking
18.
It's like
Yeah.
3 frames a minute.
18.
It's like,
Yeah.
18. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are walking along, you're walking for a good few minutes, and it's actually quite convincing. Fetch's illusion, even though you guys are very aware it's not real, it's actually very, very convincing.
it's just moonwalking.
It's Michael Jackson.
It's like Wallace and Gromit the Were Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
They have the female bunny to attract.
Make it a bit more alluring.
What a good film.
It is a very good one. Anyway, sorry.
My Britishness is shown.
British. Calling one.
Yeah, so
A few minutes go by, but Rabbit, you hear in the distance in the forest.
No, like. No. like furiously tapping the guard's shoulder. Like, you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. God, I don't like this.
I was hoping I'd imagined it.
The ties of power cannot be insulted.
My race.
Rabbit,
My little bird man.
Rabbit, you see a large shadow and suddenly move from the side and out of the forest, and this huge lumbering figure just stumbles out, and you see claws and fur and feathers and a horrid beak just come out from the shadow and slice at this, and this illusion of a man. He just dissipates like mist, and in the middle of the trail he just stumbles, looks for a second, swipes again, it disappears in the mist. But looking towards you, you just see these pale reflecting eyes and this horrid beak, sort of rusted with dried blood, and these horrid claws and feathers and fur staring at you and your group. Fuck. And the beast just full pelt starts to run towards you all. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I don't just run the other way. That's not good. I'm getting caught.
That's alright.
Oh man, it's shit too.
I've got. Tom, apparently I've got 0 initiative, but that'll be right.
What's your dex?
Dex is 0, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, so you got an actual 0 on...
No, it's all size. No, my
It's bonus 0.
yeah, my 0 is my dex
Okay.
is 10.
Okay, fair enough. So, any 20 to 25? Okay.
You're a big boy. He's faster than
15 to 20.
19.
Oh, no matter.
19. Okay. 10 to 15.
14.
Okay. 5 to 10.
Yes.
What'd you get?
6.
6.
Oh,
What'd
I'm
you-
not the slowest, I'm 8.
Okay,
What
cool.
a fast monk I am.
Monkey.
Monkey. Right, okay. First up, fetch. This strange, huge, bear-like creature is running full pelt towards you and your group. What are you doing?
He's going for the group, not the illusion. He's smarter than me.
He went for the illusion twice and has got annoyed at it and realised there's much larger and probably juicier prey towards it that might actually be real, not frustrating. He he did roll a 1 on detecting whether it was real or not, and so yeah, he fell for it. But that's why he swiped at that and not you guys initially. So yeah, what's happening?
Save from an ambush.
Not much I can do other than fireball it. All my spells are like not combat focused. Yeah, I'll fireball it, I guess.
Fireball, okay. Roll to hit.
You can't fist fight a bear. It doesn't work. You can't win.
22.
Oh, definitely hit. Yeah, roll me damage.
Is it D10? I've forgotten it's a D10. 3.
That's when
3 damage,
That
okay.
was like 70% of men think they can fight a bear.
You
with a
can't
bear.
fight that.
You definitely can't fight a bear.
You can't win against a bear.
Okay.
Depends on the bear.
It really doesn't.
Most-
It really
Yeah,
If the
doesn't.
bear
No,
is
I
disabled
could beat up a sun bear.
and has no...
I could be
It has no
big up a
arms.
koala
I
bear.
could beat. No,
Yeah,
I could beat a sun bear.
I can win against a pom bear, but that's like.
I can fist fight a koala bear. I'm sure he'll give me chlamydia maybe, but I can fist fight it.
That's just where you punch it.
Panda. Panda will just fall over. You should look at it, it falls over.
Pandas just don't want to exist anymore. They just don't want to
Exactly.
exist.
They're so tired of existing. They're like, we don't want to fuck. We just want to stop. No more pandas.
Anyway, yeah. So Fetch, you launch this little bolt of fire that streaks across the air and hits into this creature. Tibbs, this creature's charging at you and your party. So what's happening? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and cast command on it.
Command. Okay.
Yes, please. So I need to roll a wisdom save. My DC's 12.
Do they need to understand the language?
Oh, what's the fetch actually?
Well, there's also a thing in there that
One word
they
command which you can do in range, so which is a throw a command on its next turn. Doesn't affect the target if it's undead, it doesn't. If it doesn't understand the language. Oh no, okay, now on it. So it has to understand the language.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen in some
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure not. No, unfortunately not.
No, okay,
Not for this. Not for this point.
I'm already at this point.
Alright. By the way, the next character up will be a rabbit in terms of the order.
I'm going to cast Searing Smite on my sword.
Nice. Yep.
And then I'm just going to fucking hit it. I want to. Hold on. Yeah, how quick's it charging? Is it like bolted or is it like?
It's running at full pelt, so by its turn, it will be at your doorstep.
I think you might get off there and it's really fine.
It's always not action, but it might chance that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to swipe it a second before it's break.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna cast. Yeah, we're gonna cast Mirror Sight.
You
No,
can
no,
do
hold
that as a
action.
reaction.
Yeah, we're on action. As soon as it's within striking distance of me, I'm just gonna.
And are you staying with the group or are you moving ahead
Staying
of the
with
group? Staying with the group. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, what's our order? Where's it from?
Well, I'm assuming now Tibbs is in front, and I'll say probably imagine just because of like how the party works. If anyone's going to be the back, it'd be Fetch. It's fine. We don't really just because it's one enemy. It's not much to keep track of. We'll use Theatre of the Mind. It's fine. I imagine just in terms of how the party works, Fetch is probably going to be the most likely at the back. Out of that, it's up to you guys who wants to declare whether they're in front or not. In terms of initiative order, though, I would say Rabbit and Tibbs are most likely in front, and Raknook and Fetch are probably behind them. But it wouldn't take much for them to be able to get in front as well.
The last moment of
Okay, yeah. So Tibbs, that's your go then. So now it is the creature's turn.
So just standing there with a flaming fucking sword.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to stand there and put my fucking fists.
No. Do the Henry Cavill.
Oh, the Henry Cavill.
Thing, just like.
The arm reload. The reload.
So Tibbs, seeing as you're the one who sort of stepped forward and is the one emitting the most threat currently, it's gonna run directly towards you, and it stands up on its hind legs, standing at least 3 foot above you, and you just look up and it's this horrid creature just towering above you. So your reaction is to hit.
Yeah,
so if you want to go for your attack, then
That's all I could have done.
22 Tom.
that will definitely hit. Roll me damage.
This man's gonna explode there.
D8 2 plus 6 and Searing Smite damage, which is
Searing smite, isn't it?
Searing Smite.
Spearing.
Smearing.
Take your sword and shit.
So 6 slashing and then 4 fire.
So 10.
Yeah, 3 in total. The creature then it ignites in flame now. So it's alive.
Ooh, okay.
Telling me now
Sorry,
I'm fire.
Until the spell ends, the target must make a con save on fail save. It takes 1d6 damage.
And that's on its turn, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, remind me of that because it's its turn next. And for
One
clarification
more.
for you guys as well, it is a owl bear. Rabbit, you've heard of these kind of creatures in stories and strange books of wizards making these strange creatures, mixing two of the most deadly predators together and seeing what happens. So yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you are not very happy right now. Yeah, so the owlbear is going to come for you, Tibbs. You know, you've taken a strike at it and imposing the most threat. So 2 attacks on you. Okay, so we've got an 11. I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah, misses, yeah.
And then the second attack is 22.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that second attack will do 14 slashing damage on you, Tibbs.
Jeez. Okay, boys.
So the first strike, it just and like snaps at you with its beak, and you just manage to duck and sort of move your arm out of the way. But then its huge claw and paw just sort of come down and slash into you. Its horrid hook of claws just crabbing past your makeshift armor and just slicing into your flesh. Right, and that is its turn. So now it's the guard's turn. So I'm going to let one of you guys sort of run what the guards are doing. That's the owlbear's turn,
done,
yeah.
Roll for the 5.
I do, don't I? What do I need to roll again?
It's con save.
A con save, okay.
12, you say.
22.
Yeah.
He'll pass. Okay, he's just a flaming bear, feeling the moment. Okay. Yeah, so... so does
why is it so hard to say?
prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Can't do it.
It is.
Why have you put the extra D in there?
Does someone want to tell me what the guards are going to do then? I'll let you guys sort of run what they're doing. There's about 4 guards at the moment with you guys.
Yeah.
No, not as in your characters telling you, just as in you guys as players telling me what he's doing.
Can I tell an in character?
If you
Jump up
want.
on the back of a horse.
Listen here!
Put on a voice. Listen here, you slimy lot. You best surround this creature right now. We're going to get this thing down. We're going to take us all apart.
So this tiny little 3-foot bird man just jumps on top of one of these horse binds guards and starts barking these orders at him.
Sonic Chicken Head from 5D's top.
And they look at you weirdly, especially with this booming voice coming from you, your small little figure. But they don't question it. They draw their swords and rush in. So does someone want to roll me 4d20 and see how that turns out?
One each.
Add a +2 to the roll.
13.
No, these guys suck.
So 2 13s did we get? Okay, they all both hit. So
my dice before bringing it to
roll me d6s each.
Oh,
These two.
Yeah, just those 2.
3.
Oh, there's 2.
3 total.
So 3 and 2, so
No,
5.
3 total, sorry. 3 total. I got 1.
2 and 1.
In it, bro. But these guys.
I'm in danger.
Rabbits.
Okay.
Motto for the past 3 days.
I'm in danger. Rabbit, it's actually your turn. So what are you going to do? You see these guys try and rush this owlbear, and they try and slash and stab into its fur, but you see that either the bear the creature just doesn't care, or their swords aren't very effective.
It's got more shit to worry about, doesn't it?
Currently.
Oh no, the fire's gone, Tom.
It's gone, is it?
Yeah, from the same, it's gone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry, it's not fireable, so you can
It's
go in
just
that
a
game for
smouldering, smoking owlbear. That's kind of more frightening. I think I read somewhere. Go for the eyes! Like popping. Yeah, I'll pop him.
Yeah, as he swipes at one of the guards, he sort of gets down on all 4s, and you take the opportunity to rush in and go for his eyes. So make me attack rolls, please.
Oh, thank God that wasn't bad. 19.
That'll definitely hit. Yeah. Have you got your bonus action attack as well? That doesn't take any key. It just happens if you do your attack as an action. If you want to use it for something else, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just attack it once with a punch.
Okay, good. Roll me damage.
Yay. 1 + 2, so that's 3 points damage.
3 points damage. Okay.
And I'll spend 1 key to use my bonus action to. Is it separate? Is that the one?
Is that the dodge?
Bonus action dodge, yeah.
I think that's patient defense.
Oh, patient defense, yeah.
So you want to go into a defense position.
Yeah, I'll use a key for that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now you have activated the dodge action. Awesome. Raknuk, your turn. What's happening?
I go for it.
You can go for me.
That's
Six
that's
to
good.
hit.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
You try and take a swipe at it, and once again, you do hit the creature, but it just almost bounces off its hide, off its flesh. It just seems that you'd have to get a good hit in and use a lot of strength to be able to get past its hide. Very thick and almost like an armor on it.
Ink the eyes.
Fetch, your turn. What's that mean? You're on top of this horse right now. Get a picture of this man in his prime.
He's in his
Nothing I
element.
can do. I'm a level 3 sorcerer. I'm a firebolting machine.
Fireball. That's good on the Insta.
Yeah, some good shit. I'll send it you later.
I'm a
I'll put it on the
firebolting-
chat.
Just a firebolting machine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fire.
You firebolting it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
Nah,
no
you
attack roll.
firebolt. That's all I can do. Nah, I ain't firebolting, bro. No, I'm here to make sure we don't get caught by guards, and not to fight. Oh,
It's fine.
14.
Yeah, you can add like a
14,
million
yeah,
to
should
it.
14 to hit, yeah, that hits, yeah.
2 damage.
2 points of damage. Okay.
Because this is the second character sheet. My personality trait is just key.
Tiberius, your turn. What's that mean?
I'm going back in again. I'm going to cast Divine Smite this time. So,
How divine?
so
Would you like more smite?
let's go for the hit first.
We should get the Joe Cat sound file for smite.
14, 8 plus 6.
14, yeah, that'll hit, yeah.
28. That's what's happening. 6, nice.
Is Divine Smite the spell or your ability?
Ability. So that's 12 slashing. And then the
I should write
2d8 radiant.
Roll that.
3, 7, 10. So
So 22.
22 total, yeah.
Damn, okay.
And nothing happens apart from just the damage. There's no like effect from
It's
it.
pretty good though. It's pretty good, 22 damage at level 3.
It's not a fiend, is it?
No.
No, it's not.
Right, okay.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. So yeah, the elbow is gonna take 2 attacks. So 1 on Tiberius and 1 on Rabbit. So first attack on Tibbs. It's your lucky day.
Hang on for that.
Yeah, so that'll be 16. That'll be 10 piercing damage from its
Yeah.
beak.
That'll be 10 piercing damage
Oh, I went for a fucking nibble.
I'm
And-
not Heaven's Door, but I'm not gonna lie.
Second attack on Rabbit, disadvantage. 14? Is that just hits? Oh,
That's
fuck.
my armor class.
That'll be 14 slashing damage from its claw.
It was fun, boys.
So you see
I'm down.
this owlbear, it's the smoke from the flame that was on it just smouldering coming from its body, and its beak and its face just pierce from the smoke, and you just see its black void of eyes in its beak, and then this claw slashing hooks just come down and slash down on you, and that's all you see before black.
That's gonna haunt me forever.
So Rabbit is
Thanks,
conscious,
universe.
okay. But that is the owlbear's go. So once again, the guards. So are they just going in for another attack, guys?
Yeah. What all these 20?
Everyone's got 20.
Plus 2, so
Yeah.
13.
What do you get, Charlie?
8.
Okay, so Tom and Josh has hit. So roll me damage. So just a d6.
Oh, 6.
1.
Balanced, as all things should
Rabbit, it is your
Been
go. So
rolling
roll
that
me death
every
save,
session
please.
for this, I feel. Oh god.
Nice.
That
Okay,
was
so
a
that's a
one
pass.
Oh, 17.
We'd love to see it.
We do.
Yeah.
We love to see 20s more though.
Bonus action healing word on Rabbit.
Spells OP.
Hey.
Remember that one time where Charlie had
He's like, oh, you got anything
Cure-
that can help us get up? And he
Yeah,
actually
cure
worked the
wounds.
whole time.
And was all worried about
Someone-
that Tolbo was going to die, and then they're like, oh yeah, I've got cure wounds still. Yeah, of course I have.
Because I used all my first level, and then I realised I can actually do it at the second level. I just forgot I
Oh,
could
yeah,
use
that was
the first level spell at different level.
So I just like,
Anybody got any spells?
I don't know. Maybe.
So from 1d4 plus plus 2.
1d4 plus 2. 3. Hell
Unless you're
yeah.
secretly
Roll.
oh shit!
I am
That
a
would be what a way to find out as well.
So I can't revive my friend. What's going on? He's secretly a machine.
Do people not know their robots?
God. Yeah. That's good shit.
Okay.
Would you go through all
and
that?
then from
I wouldn't
the
trust
regular
myself. I'd be like,
action,
oh, what if I
To be
am?
fair, I have bled.
Am I?
You could actually, to be honest with Tiberius, yeah. You could get around the back. Okay, attack with advantage then.
Go around the back before I'm quick.
You better roll again. You better roll
That
again.
that is a wall.
Thank fuck for that. Thank fuck for that. 16, yeah, 16.
Thank
War
God.
or 16.
That'll definitely hit, yeah, roll me damage.
90 hit.
God bless the dice gods.
They giveth and they taketh away.
Damage.
They give it, they take it away.
Damage.
They want to take us my life.
Damage.
11 damage. Ooh.
Plus. So I'm gonna roll that.
Wait, what was that? What do you mean you're gonna roll that?
I'm just rolling down from it.
Oh, is this one of your subclass things?
Yeah.
Nice, okay, what's happening?
So it just takes 6 extra damage, and my
Okay.
AC is now 8.
Damn.
Big boy damage.
So an extra 6
Big
damage.
boy damage.
Hot
A
damn.
lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Math. Okay, right. Okay, cool. Right, okay. That is Ragnarok's go. Fetch. Tibbs, you're up after.
What should I do, guys? Should I fireball?
Be rude not to.
Yeah. I think the bears, well, the bears between me and China on it.
Speak to him in bird.
Oh, is that where it is in the end?
Try and read with
Or is
him.
it Albert?
What's that? Albert.
Do I speak? I don't even speak bird. I
Oh,
speak.
you're a bird.
Oh, I can't fly. I can speak Alcrin.
You think the penguin is still a bird?
To be fair, he's got you there, Tommy.
I have like sentience. To an extent.
What if-
Only to an extent.
That sounds a bit racist.
But what if penguins were sentient and no one knew?
Yeah,
The penguin
I
from
can't
Wallace and
speak
Gromit
to
is
this.
terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Firebolt.
What a maniacal villain.
It's got
It would be when it's because he's wearing a glove.
He would do by the penguin.
Anyway, sorry Tom, what did you roll? That definitely hits, yeah, roll me damage.
24.
5 damage.
Five.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You
Can't
can't roll the
above
D.
that middle point, can I? I can't do it.
Was that a D100 you rolled?
Yeah.
It's
the
like, oh
same
yeah,
thing.
50. 50 damage.
I was
yeah.
going to say, what, 50? That's so cool.
Tibbs, it's your go.
I wouldn't say no to 50 damage right there.
I'm going to cast Cure
Nice,
Plus.
okay.
Wait, give me a Cure Wind or something. Because I'm literally dying.
Yeah, hellish resistance real useful right now.
It's 4.
10.
10 points healing, nice, add that on.
Am I in? Nah, that one's an extra. Nothing else I can do. Yeah,
That's fine.
Got anything else?
Right, okay. So now it's the creature's turn once again. But for the first time since encountering this creature, you notice a look of concern and almost desperation in its eyes It looks at both Tibbs and Raknok surrounding either side of it. It's going to disengage and begin to try and run away.
It had the same fear in its eyes that I do in mine.
So it turns around and runs as fast as it can back into the forest. Quite a pace, to be honest. So it's well, in terms of the initiative order, if you guys still wanted to do anything, the next character it would be in terms of its turn is Rabbit, and then Raknok. So if you guys did want it's running into the darkness currently. I mean, it's still kind of inside, but it is currently running.
I'ma stay laying down. I'ma just.
Yeah,
Cry.
I'm fine. I'm fine with letting it run off. We're all about dead anyway, so that's not all. Well, I am anyway.
Yeah.
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 I'll let it run away.
That's right.
Yeah, fucker.
Stay away.
Yeah,
Just still kind of bleeding out, just on the floor. Going,
I just walk up to Rabbit, just almost bleeding out, just like, we showed him.
fucking, my hands outstretched, hoping for you to lift me up, and you just high five me. And just flops.
And that's how Rabbit died.
Okay. So with the danger seemingly gone, what do you all wish to do?
I am the danger.
Well, I need to rest, boys. Not gonna lie. I've got nothing now.
Do we know how far
Couple
out
of
we are
hours.
from the village yet?
Couple of hours.
No, we still got so far to go. Just got molested by an Albert. I'm not ready for more.
Nature's greatest predator.
Is that what it might actually the tree? Is that like, you can go on the tree with me? The guy's like, I'm alright, thanks, Michael.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
No, we're fine, Michael. We don't need to go with you.
Anyway.
We need to like get back as soon as possible and rest of the thing.
So just onwards and upwards. Is anyone healing? Taking the time to heal up?
I'd love to if I could,
I can.
but I
How many
can't.
times can I use lay on hands at level 3?
Yeah, we go.
Resolve the number of hit points equal to
15 minutes.
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, I can give. But can I do that? How many you want, Rabbit?
3.
Okay, I'll
Three.
No sub damage. Who needs damage? Charles. You not done anything on my
I didn't take any damage, but I am damaged from before. I should be right.
Okay, I'll give you 10 points of healing them from my
Sweet.
lay on hands,
Around 13 hit
and then I'll
points.
take the rest of the 5. So I've got no more now, just in case.
I think
Yeah, cool. Pop them out. Yeah.
Okay.
I can walk now.
Okay. Awesome. So, so with the guards, you all make your way to the last leg of this trip, getting to town. Once again, can someone roll me a d20, please?
How well did it work
Last time I rolled a d20, we got attacked by an Albert.
Okay.
That's a 15. Please, no more.
Roll 68, please.
And that many fireballs are coming towards
No,
you
the
immediately.
rest of the trek seems to go on quite peacefully, and it's not too long until you see the light of roads off in the distance, almost like a horizon, and so you all head towards it, make the last leg of the journey, and are back home. So, being back in roads, what do you all wish to do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, we'll get it managed.
We still have that room
Come on,
available.
Mama. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, we had that room with the what's it called, didn't we? Me, you, and Ratnell.
You go to got rooms.
Yeah, we'll go back to the. Yeah, you go back to Mama's, and we'll go back to the tavern. Yeah. Go.
As we all separate, I'm gonna go to the guard and say I'm sorry about you.
It's okay. It happens.
Yeah. I'll go.
Thanks for the help anyway. I know that Carrington was a bit rough on you, but it's appreciated.
Thanks.
And yeah, so you all split, Rabbit to Mama's and the rest of you to the tavern, to crossing paths. So you all head in. I'm assuming you all pretty much just head straight to your beds.
Yeah.
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 Concat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Pass out
if you all
immediately.
want to take a long rest in that case, add all your spell
Please.
slots, do all your HP,
Definitely.
all of that, all that jazz.
I get my key back. Now I can punch more.
Spell slots.
And with all that as well, I'm going to need Benoit, Tom, and Charlie to leave the room for me for.
Oh,
Gee.
oh, well, I'm gonna go pisser.
Oh,
I'm gonna go down to pisser. I'm gonna take my drink with me.
On a one time with the
As
DA.
you bed down for the night, Tiberius, you settle down in your bed, get comfy, and Ray leaves her pouch and sort of gets comfy, and after a little while decides to like curl up just next to you on the bed, just keeping nice and warm and comfortable with you. And sleep soon takes you. It's been a long and exhausting day.
Yeah.
And as the darkness sort of takes you, in your mind's eye, you are in a large chamber.
Okay.
Darkness all around you, but you can feel the cold stone room that you're in. It's like a dark storm cloud all around you.
Yeah.
From the storm cloud you see this shadow moving and shifting around in the distance. You see dark scales, pearlescent teeth, and like a reddish glow begins to almost form and curl in the smoke into the sky and into the air around you, almost like lava, molten lava, like dripping down and being scratched into the air. Words begin to be written into the air in front of you, line after line, and you just hear this roar in the distance, and another, before it's this chorus and cacophony of almost dragon roars all around you, and these words just burn into your eyes and burn into your eyelids and burn into your mind before you jump up, waking up in your bed in the tavern in a cold sweat, the words still burning in your mind, clear as day. It's a language you don't quite recognise at the moment. It seemed to be in a language, but an alien language to you at the moment, but it was burning like red in the sky. If you would like to go grab the guys,
Yes, order.
and we'll carry on with that the rest of that day. Yeah, so you guys are all dead now.
Okay, cool. How many
Yeah,
barmaids
sorry,
did you
boys,
fight
about
before we left?
Loads. That time.
He had a dream.
That shit.
So the night goes by peacefully, and you all get a good needed rest. A lot of you very sore and bruised from the day previous. Rabbit, you wake up with your door slamming open, and Mama just walks into the space and walks through the doorway. Just walks into the doorway. Rabbit, there you are! And she just like grabs you and just takes you into a hug. Oh, thank the gods. I didn't know where you'd been.
Just shaking. After being awoken, I'm just...
Barely sleep. How'd you been?
I had to go back to the ruins.
You should.
Sorry, I should have
Tell me where you're going. I don't mind, but just tell me. I'm worried sick. It's alright.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Are your friends okay?
Yeah, I think they survived a bit.
Well, just be smart, okay?
Yeah.
Patch on the back and then and leaves. If you need some breakfast, there's some downstairs if you want some leftovers. Alright, okay.
I'll be down in a minute.
But the morning soon passes, you all get your food. I'm assuming all sort of meet up either at the tavern or wherever it might be, at Mama's, wherever. And so, what's the plan from here, guys? Oh, jeez.
Well, every morning, Rabbit is probably going to wake up and just stare at the scar he got from the first encounter.
Pretty nasty scar,
That's,
so yeah.
It'd be that, and it ruined his favourite shirt. It's like one of his
I was
own.
going to say, it's one of the only few he owns, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Makes
why he's so pissed.
Yeah, so you all meet up all together again. So what do you all wish to do? What are you discussing? What's the next move?
What should we do? Do we tell the wizard about this? Oh, my stone would have recharged, right? The sending stone. It would have, I think they recharge.
Yeah, I
by
think it's
sunset.
every dawn, so it should have recharged by now.
I don't roll for that, do I? Because it's just got a max charge of 1,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
Yeah.
just one charge.
Do we need to go back and talk to our big buddy friend, the wizard?
I think so. What would we tell him? Though we didn't. Oh, we had. What we learned? We learned all about. Dredging through my memory.
I get my backpack out, and
all the
I
ruins.
get out all the things that I stole.
Yeah.
I get out a nice pot and I put that on the table. I get out a nice shield and I put that on the table. I don't know if I still have that.
Sims. Rabbit's still nervous about the shield.
I get a few shiny pebbles out and I put
Absolutely.
them
Oh
on
yeah,
the
and you got that tablet thingy as well.
Yeah, and I get out the tablet and I put that
And
on
you've
the
got.
table.
Do you have that memory feed that allows you to remember all the shit?
I can forge
anything?
stuff
Hmm.
easily. I can forge anything I've seen.
Yeah, so all the stuff. Well, Rabbit wrote all the.
Made note of
all
all
the
the
stuff in his
languages
notebook anyway,
and
but.
stuff, or what was it other stuff you're referring to?
It's hard because I don't have the book on me. It was the thing with the four. Were they the gods? Were they old gods? Yeah, it was passages that he recorded. I think he
Yeah.
recorded all of the passages. I don't think he had any notes on the actual mural itself, though. I think that's just memory.
Yeah, so you guys pretty much made a good record of everything that was down there, everything that happened, and I think something that that you guys picked up on as well is that in those sort of deeper and lower tombs, there were no undead. There were corpses, but there were absolutely no undead there, which was something that was picked up on by you guys as well.
So we've got a bit to talk to him about. And I can't think of anything else we can do without getting into serious trouble again. You got any ideas?
Is Lyra your best chance in terms of like, I don't know, like further?
I can't think of anyone else. I don't think anyone else could help us as much as he can. I don't think anyone else is willing.
What was he looking for?
I think he just wanted to make sure Carrington was safe, right? Because we kind of... What do? We messaged him saying Carrington might be in danger, didn't we? Before going into the...
And this TV agent who showed up in front of us, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your guys' concern was that obviously Carrington had been gone a long time, as well as a large group of guards, and obviously you had the records of communication between him and the Lord, that he wanted to investigate the catacombs further. So you knew where they were, and that was obviously a bit concerned that they hadn't returned. So you expressed that to Cadelius, and he sort of agreed that it needed to be looked into further and probably needed your help. And here we are now. As you guys are all discussing and sort of debating about what the next step is and what the next move is, the door to the tavern opens, and in enters one of the guards who was travelling with you all the day before in the evening on the way back. And he sees you all at your table in the tavern instantly and sort of steps over. Ah, there you boys are. I've just been thinking during the night, and once again wanted to say thank you for your help with everything yesterday. And my comrades, I'm very thankful as well. It seems that you boys are very much involved in whatever mess is going on right now. And I think in these sort of desperate and strange times, it's much better to make allies than enemies. And I know Carrington is tough and awkward and difficult to get along with, but we are all on the same side. And I think on your half of things, if you want to sort of make them aware that you are trustworthy, be as helpful as you can. I heard rumours that a couple of you were down by the barracks the other day, inquiring about a job. I believe you're given some information. Might be a good place to start. Just an idea.
Okay, well, yeah, well, thanks for the information.
It's alright, lads.
Do you guys have to go back to the barracks? Was there something you said you'd do while you
Guys were
were
essentially
signing
given
up?
essentially a task to gather any more information or help capture a criminal that's been rumoured to be in Rhodes, known as Deverick. You were given his sort of wanted poster and a description of him.
I have that written down.
That's down here somewhere.
It's just a suggestion. Just keep your head down. Be good members of the community. He's a difficult man, but if he's on your side, he's a loyal ally. Can even maybe be a good acquaintance at times as well. But either take my advice or leave it. I don't mind. You all seem like a good group of lads, so just want to leave it at your hands. Anyway, have a good day, all of you, and gets up and heads out.
Plan. Are we going to Wizard's Wavy Place?
Yo, man.
This is a cheap knockoff of. I don't want Disney to sue us. You ever watched the movie? Didn't someone kiss
Yeah, she
a
kills her own
dog?
brother, what?
That was a weird one.
Kills
Let's
his
keep going.
brother, doesn't she? Or something?
Yeah, she murders her own brother, right? Yeah. It's jokes.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
How did you trap him in the soul of a dog forever? Is that a thing?
No, it was a parrot.
Was it a parrot?
Yeah.
It's debatably worse. Right.
Yeah, but it's
That's
not
what makes it worse. You've given him a hint of sentience.
Right.
So,
I'm going to break the fourth wall here for a second. Do we all think that Carrington's sus and hiding something, or do we think the wizard is sus and hiding something?
Sussy man.
The sussy baka. Which one is the sussy
There's
baka?
a sussy
Which
baka.
one is the sussy baka? The sussy pasta.
I don't. I don't think the wizards.
I don't think characters. I think characters are doing a job.
I think they're both. I think there's a third party. How much do we know about the Lord
I think
who was?
Carrington might just be an idiot.
Lord Yusuf, yeah. You don't know a whole lot, actually. He lives outside of Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. I think I asked that question last session, too. Fucking rich people. Living outside of my town, I can't snoop on them. I genuinely don't think either of them are responsible. I don't think Carrington's capable of bringing the dead to life. I just don't think that's plausible.
Well, it might be.
He's sending people to fight him.
Yeah, he is kind of sending... Although he's also kind of sending them to die? He didn't seem like he was expecting them to come back.
He's willing... He might be sending them to just die so he can raise them back from the dead. I'm back in character
I
now.
guess, but...
It's a bit too much, surely. Come on.
That's... I don't think his brain goes that far.
And you've seen the shit I've seen.
I don't think his brain works that far backwards. I don't think he can plan that far ahead. I think he's just... I didn't like that facial expression you just pulled to me. That made me nervous.
You know what's funny is Tom will get this as well. Sigourney Weaver, yeah. She suspected that she listened to an episode the other day, and she was saying that she thinks that Mama is suspect.
Wow, she might be suspect.
Oh yeah, go.
Ah, Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
I know
Those
her.
were the days, aren't they?
I met her the other day. Briefly.
Good friend of the channel.
I shouted it coming home out.
Good friend of the channel. On the other hand, Cad knew about the other entrance.
The Wizard's Apprentice.
Oh no, he's great.
No, he's great.
He's great.
He's great for him.
He's great for him.
Listen,
The boy of his mother.
He's my friend.
he hates you.
Yeah. That's what makes our friendship so special.
What's play then?
See, I don't think it's the wizard either, because he knew the entrance, but there were no undead in that, in those catacombs. He knew about them, and he knew that they were filled with corpses, but there were no reanimated corpses there. So if he did know, I reckon he would have animated something. But then again, I think there's a third person we don't know about yet. Remind me what crimes Devred was wanted
He was wanted for petty theft and fraud.
for. Okay, yeah, he's
It's
not.
Deborah, yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
Deborah is.
Not smart enough to bring back
He's
the dead. I don't think he's not that big.
He's just a puppet. If he's even a real person,
I'm a real boy.
Yeah, I think our best bet's to go to the wizard and tell him.
sending on a wild goose chase to
Goose
catch
chase?
Goose chase to catch a criminal that doesn't really exist, so he won't suspect the lusty barmaid. I point at the lusty barmaid.
He doesn't mean that.
She just looks
mean it.
Huh?
She acknowledges that she is the lusty barmaid. Gotcha. Got him.
Got it.
I played you a fool.
Okay, so
we going wizards?
Yeah,
Are we moving to?
yeah.
All in favour,
I think.
say aye.
Aye.
That's majority agreement. Let us
you're heading to the tower, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
So you head over
Don't
to-
say okay like that.
So you head over
Don't
to
do it.
Ctelius' tower, knock on his door, as you've done before, and takes a little while, but shortly the door opens. Apprentice.
Bestie.
He just looks and sighs. Come in then. Opens the door and lets you all in. Leads the way up the stairs, up the tower. I don't like how many visitors he's getting recently. It really bothers me.
More than us?
Just
us.
Just you. Very annoying.
You need,
He's ignored me.
man, you need to get out a little bit more.
He ignores your comment.
I'll bring you over sometime. We'll have some fun.
Yeah, he just blanks you at that point, rolls his eyes, and just keeps walking up the stairs.
Loves me. He loves me.
You soon make your way to the top of the stairs to the main door. He opens the door, lets you all in, and Catellis is there sort of working at one of his sort of large wooden tables, and you can see that he's actually inspecting one of the clay pots that you gave him before. Seems to be inspecting the scripture as well as the small little like pod that you gave him as well, one of those little like seedling things. Hello, how did your little mission go after I left?
I almost got eaten by a bear thing.
A bear thing?
Actually, Dad.
A bear thing?
It had a
An
bird
owlbear?
face. It's the one.
That's the one we used to.
That was very, very New Yorker. That's the one.
That's the one.
The unfortunate result of a mad mage's work. Just why you don't meddle so disrespectfully with nature. Some laws shouldn't be broken. But anyway, apart from your little scrape with the owlbear, how was it? Did everything go okay? Especially with Carrington?
We saved some guards, I suppose.
So we sent some
And,
guards down to the catacombs.
Yeah, and we coincidentally came across them. They were fighting undead. I suppose we kind of gained some of Carrington's trust because we could hold our own against those creatures, but nothing much apart from that.
Well, he doesn't trust many people, from what I've heard, so any footing is good footing, I suppose. And I've only heard rumours of what's below in the catacombs. What was that like?
Well, we found a bunch of what looked like kind of ruins. And I'll show him the notebook with...
He looks over, and he, for a short second, like almost has like a spark of an idea, and compares the notes of what's written in the notebook to the scripture of the pots.
It's got a sketch of one of the zombies. Like a bad sketch.
Stick man.
It's got a really detailed face, but the rest of it's just a stick man.
Oh, you get the idea.
You have potential though. Keep it up. And you see like a flash of an idea in his head, and he compares the scripture that you decoded to the scripture on the pots. No, thought there might be a link, but never mind. Passes it back over to you. And so the undead that you came across, were there any undead in the deep levels or just in the near surface?
We didn't see anywhere we went. There was a cave and we kind of had to crawl out to reach the undead.
Right, okay. Well, that highly suggests that the undead situation has been placed there very recently, as the deeper catacombs haven't been accessible for near hundreds of years.
And I think we changed that yesterday. That's...
Potentially, but it shows something. It shows that we're not lying on perhaps a older evil, which I guess is a relief in a way. Don't know how long whoever this person has been planning on setting this up, but at least it isn't for a longer period. That would be a greater concern. But it means that they might have, either they might have influence around still, if it was very recent.
A small victory. Small victories.
And so with these group of guards that were sent down, how did Carrington react to that with you
helping to save. I imagine not very thankful and grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah.
Bit of a dickhead.
There's a word for it, yes. Okay. Well, I'm still continuing my work on the language on these pods. I think I have a slight link, and I'm in communication with some associates, but I've still got some way to make, so we still have a little bit of time. So if, in the meantime, if you all want to carry on with what you're doing, keep me updated when you can, but just keep your head down, help where you can, don't present yourself as hostile to Carrington as much as you can. I know he's a dickhead, as you called him.
Dickhead.
But try and keep your head down.
Do you mind if I ask if you're interested in him for a reason?
He's the captain of the guard and has involved himself in this matter, which I'm greatly concerned. That is my interest.
You trust him?
I trust him to do his job. I don't know if his capabilities go beyond that.
Can I insight that, Tom? Can I insight
Yeah,
that?
go for it.
It's a 9. Is there much more? Yeah, 10.
Seems to be being straight with you.
Yeah.
Can't tell any different.
Okay.
I don't think Carrington's a threat. However, he's just, if anything, an obstacle at times.
Okay.
That's all. But there's my thoughts on him. No more, no less. What are your thoughts on what's going on at the moment? You're all heavily involved, and it's a lot for a group of people so young.
I don't really know what's going on at all.
I'm afraid I've got no greater idea than you, unfortunately. It's all a horrid mystery.
Do you know anyone else that knows magic that's powerful?
There are many great and powerful mages in Midfel and beyond. Necromancy is more awkward because it is not well practiced. It is illegal, as well as other schools of magic, but necromancy is definitely the one which is definitely treated as the worst of the worst. It is, in a way, breaking the very laws of life and death, creating its own cycle. One, to be capable of this great level of undead, it would take a great mastery of and knowledge of necromancy. Greater than most people I know, even in the colleges.
Do you possess this knowledge? Can I
Gosh,
insight that one?
Man's probing.
I don't know what my insight is, I've forgotten. 7. 7.
That's awesome.
Bad roll with a bad roll crew.
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
Once again, he seems to be being straight with you. My expertise aren't with that area of magic. More with illusionary forms.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I do.
That's kind
I do now.
of Tim's there going, I don't believe it.
But I have contacted a few colleagues, as there are a few of them in the college who would have a better knowledge than me, so I have contacted them to see what they can give a level of insight, but once again, still waiting on that to happen. I have no further updates at this point, unfortunately. I'll contact you when I do. If you have any further information or anything you think I need to know, please come to me. If you need any help as well.
Did you mention there are other illegal magics?
There are, yes.
What are those?
They're like Crocs.
This mage is
Lara's
wearing
wearing green
just
Crocs.
wearing.
I can imagine like a lot of old wizards just wear Crocs.
They're comfy, okay?
with socks. Crocs with socks.
Crocs and socks.
And they're like neon green. They're like really bright.
Little pins in them and all.
All wizards wear Crocs.
That's a t-shirt, sell on the website.
The 3 schools of magic which are illegal in the public are necromancy, illusion, and enchantment magic.
Illusion's illegal.
Yes, which is why I have to be very careful about using it in a public space.
Well, shit.
Necromancy, illusion, and...
Well, I say
Don't worry
illegal,
about it.
more looked down upon in some circles.
Have you got any suspicions about who you think might be doing all of this stuff? And then detect thoughts.
There's a thought.
There's a thought of
Does it a save or anything with how it works?
Over there, that's
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Smells like thought in here. Smell like bitch in here.
There's a bitch 3 miles away.
I can detect that stank from 3 miles away.
We could.
There's no
It
save.
just happens. Does he detect it or know it's going on, or do you just do it?
There is a verbal.
Ah, okay. Well, you can make me a sleight of hand check to see if he notices.
Fuck out, Jasmine.
Heavy dice.
Terrible doing.
We suck.
Larry's bit less like, we cannot fucking decipher this guy for the life of us, can we?
We are the best detective squad. It's taken us like 4 days. We got no leads. So we're just like, you have to be spoon-fed shit.
And unfortunately, can't seem to do it in a subtle way, and you notice that he immediately picks up on it. And so he basically notices that you're casting a spell on him, and he just looks you straight in the eyes and just allows you to cast the spell.
Whoa, that's
Big dick.
baller.
That's big dick.
And everything he says is almost like echoed through his thoughts as well. And he just says, almost looking directly at you. My thoughts at the moment is that the person who moved your friend's body from the burial site was obviously nearby, which means that either the person or the people helping this necromancer are nearby.
That's a thing. He didn't. I don't think he started in the catacombs. I think he started. No, wait. No, they were already. Undead were already existed in the catacombs when we went there the first time. And we went there the first time because someone dug up my friend's body. So. They had things in the catacombs, but they chose to pick a fresh corpse. And that's why they need to do that.
Mm-hmm. What?
I relay that.
That is definitely a good thought. And just to put all our cards out there, you may or may not believe me, but I'm not involved in this in any way whatsoever. These crimes against the laws of nature and our king disturb me greatly, and I want to stop them and stop poor people like your friend being desecrated and disrespected. I've trusted you all with all this information and tell me further, mainly because you were already involved, but also because you're all very capable and I believe very trustworthy. And I would like to think that I've done nothing up to this point that is giving you any reason not to trust me. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'd like us all to be allies.
For the record, I never doubted you. Those these fuckers.
Oh, knows. Oh.
I trust you. Thank you for being honest.
Thank you, Ragnarok.
Oh, of thunder.
That's in-game. That's his power.
That's good.
Chad's getting a little tired with this. He's like, rumble.
Why am I dealing with these kids?
There's literally no one else competent in Rhodes, in the entirety of Rhodes. Just children. Mama's too tired for that shit now.
What do you say then, lads? We find this criminal. Just kill some time.
We don't have any other
Deverick.
leads, so I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
Go look for Deverick.
Let's go beat him up. We're gonna go beat up a criminal.
Okay. Well, if you're all keeping busy, being good citizens, I'll let you carry on. As said, if you come across anything further, need me, you know how to contact me, either via the stone, or if you're nearby, feel free to pop in. I'll see you all at some point, I'm sure. Good luck. Be careful.
You can.
Okay, so you're all escorted out by the apprentice.
That's me.
He just rolls his eyes once again, and just trudges down the stairs.
It's gonna feel real stupid when I'm done.
Rabbit. Ask him to do some more magic.
Can you do some more?
Absolutely not.
You ask. You ask.
You want to do some more magic?
Just a huge amount of.
I cast minor illusion, so a little frog just appears on top of his head.
Wait, that's illegal.
That was awesome. I think he cast it, and I'm just like,
Little pigeon.
Oh.
Continues to walk away with a little bit of anger. Even more annoyed than he was before. Just walks away and escorts you to the front door. Opens the door for you. You all exit. So you're back in Rhodes. So, what's the next step?
let's go hunting.
Okay.
The mic probably didn't pick up my knuckle crap, but
Let's
it
go.
was badass.
You're all back in town. What do you all wish to do?
I said he was on the outskirts.
Yeah. So the all the information you got is that. All the information you got from the guards at the barracks when you initially inquired was just that there'd been rumours that Deverick had been seen nearby in the region and was suspected to be in Rhodes or nearby. Not entirely sure where, but Rabbit, just because you're you and you know Rhodes extremely well, if there's a place where a criminal or those kind of people would be, it's more in the outer ring of the town. And more specifically, probably in a tavern known as the Giant's Toe.
Has Rabbit ever been anywhere near that?
You've tried not to be, especially like Mama's warned you not to really go near there because it's a bit of quite a few rough people, and it's where most of the crime happens in Rhodes, if not the marketplace when it's busy. But
I bet you like do the tavern from Shrek 2. Like all the fairy tale people go.
It's nice. We got some nice ambience.
yeah, so you've been told by Mama to stay away from there if you can, just because it's very rough, and you haven't really frequented very often in your lifetime, but you know where it is.
I think the best place to start looking would be in the shady part of town.
You'll need to show us that way.
I will. Yeah, would my city secrets extend to the entirety of the city?
Yeah. No, you know your way around very, very well, even in the outer rings and outer areas of Rhodes, away from the marketplace.
Cool. I'll guide them around.
Okay, cool.
I'll take them the long way route, just in case we see anything.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're keeping an active eye out, just in case you see anything, give me a perception check. If anyone wants to join Rabbit in that.
I'll join him.
Please,
I'll go.
please, someone do.
What's your perception at?
My perception is
You're taller than me, so you can probably see more.
You ain't got that bird eye.
I
Ain't got
have
that bird
2,
eye.
I think.
No, I'm in. You can fly, bro.
It's 9 I have plus 4 perception. I can't fly. Stop. It's triggering.
Okay, yeah, you
17.
Yeah, mine was.
We'll go with the 17 then for that check. So as you're walking through Rhodes and getting closer to the outer ring,
I'd say try and make yourselves a little less obvious.
Yeah. You keep an eye out for anything untowards or suspicious or sort of any people looking similar to the poster you've been given. Sort of dark-haired, just like mohawk type haircut and a few scratches across his cheek. Dark-haired character. You don't seem to notice anything, unfortunately. Just people sort of going about their day. But as you get closer and closer to the outer, ends, of roads, it actually begins to start raining, and you can hear the rumble of thunder echoing in the distance.
No.
So realistic. It's almost as good as raining outside.
This is like the Unreal Engine 5. This is.
This is some good ambience.
DM's an actual god.
Yeah, so you guys walk closer and closer following Rabbit's directions, and as you do notice that the houses in the area around you does seem to get a bit more derelict, so the houses are a bit more... They're definitely older, definitely less upkeep on them, sort of higher population really, and you can tell that these people aren't very well off. There's a lot more sort of homeless people around, that kind of thing. But Rabbit follows you around, sort of going through the alleyways and stuff, and eventually leads you to this tavern, sort of on this corner block.
Oh, this would have helped earlier, but my background urchin, it gives me... Do you have urchin as well?
I do.
It gives me the same.
So because you aren't exactly aware of this, it doesn't matter if you've lived.
I don't think it does. I think it just lets me
check.
find passageways and stuff.
I'll check. I think it was just from your home. From.
I think the bonus just is you can travel in cities at twice the speed or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, it just allows us to go. It allows us to travel at twice speed.
So
that's
can
all
we,
it does.
can we combine our efforts? We
Yeah.
can travel it.
No, if it's
4
for any
times.
city, if it's for any city, we can double the speed at which we go.
As long as
We can do the fusion dance.
To be fair, if you guys are in a city, you just can't get lost because Minotaur as well. So yeah, you guys for travelling aren't bad.
well, anyway,
Yeah, we're pretty-
That means he can't get lost in IKEA.
I just physically can't get lost.
Yeah, even IKEA can't stop this man.
This absolute beast.
But yes, so you find the tavern, and you can see on its board, it's referred to as the Giant's Toe. You hear quite a bit of ruckus coming from the inside. A few broken windows, quite a bit of firelight coming from, sort of glowing from the outside, from the inside. And yeah, as I say, quite loud from what you can hear. So, you stepping in? What's the next move, guys?
I'm gonna
wanted poster before.
I'm going to disguise self into like a big, bald, burly man with an eye patch.
I'm gonna...
And sort of like a sort of leather jacket with ripped off arms and showing my bare chest.
Nice, okay, yeah.
And you know that SpongeBob episode?
Well,
Yeah.
Wait, rips a certain mustache and squares
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and do a little bit of my disguise kit. Just
Okay,
put a
yeah.
little bit
Okay,
on.
if you want to give me a performance check for that, then see how that.
I look like a clown. Performance, that's a 10.
Okay, you make yourself look a bit rougher. You like put some eyeliner under your eyes and that sort of thing, and just make yourself look a bit more scary from a kid perspective anyway. So we've got someone disguised, someone actually using a disguise.
I'm just walking in.
You just walk through the door and immediately just start putting makeup on.
Raknok, are you doing anything, or are you just?
No, I'm just going to walk in, duck through the door.
Also on a massive two-handed sword on my back.
Okay, yeah. That could be part of
How'd you get it off? It's 200 sword.
You don't lift it over your head, you've got like an opening where you can just take your
It's,
fingers out.
it's there to look cool. It's,
It's not practical.
Well, that's all. But anyway, it looks cool. That's the main thing.
Thank you.
I really just fight with these guns.
Thank you to Shadowverse TV.
I saw
Show
that
me,
video.
how to use a backscabbard for a big weapon. It's good stuff.
yeah, so you
Man,
You all step in. Raknok, you have to physically like duck down. It's not a very well made building or door, so it's quite a short
door, and you can tell that the building has sunk over the years, so you have to like
Not quite
duck under.
The building's slightly just sinking, and it just sinks more as you enter. Just drops an inch.
Yeah, so you all step in, and the ruckus and noise just goes quiet for a second as everyone just stops drinking or doing whatever they were doing and just stares at you and gives you a cold, ice cold stare as you walk in.
What of it?
And they all just grumble back to their drinks, and they just continue. And you see someone just get chucked out the window almost immediately, and all the ruckus begins once again.
So,
Mom, I'm scared.
so
That's right, son.
Yeah, Rabbit, you are very intimidated right now. There's lots of scary looking people in this building right now.
It's okay because I talk like this now. I'm a scary man.
we're going through the heating.
I don't want to hear no more talk of Tahiti.
Okay, so you all step in, trying to act all big and scary. What's the plan?
We're gonna ask if anyone new has been around. Wait, we're gonna ask if there's anybody new that's been around.
You can ask if anyone new's been around. Who are you going to go and ask?
That same lusty barmaid.
She works in like Nurse Joy. She's everywhere. You cannot quite sure if she's got a million sisters or if it's just the same one.
She looks more butch in this barmaid.
She's got a bit of a
She's
beard.
got like a
got a bit of a-
fucking fake tattoo on. It's fading a little
She's
bit.
got a sweet scrub.
Yeah, she's got a bigger beard than all of you. Okay, so you head over to the barmaid who's currently just pouring a drink for another patron. So you just ask if there's been anyone new, or you're asking anything in particular.
Anyone new come in here? My voice has changed again. Don't you mind that?
I don't know what kind of new do you mean? Get new people coming in and out.
Looking for someone with a mohawk. Rough looking fella.
Listen, what my friend here is trying to say is, I slide over
Oh
two
fuck,
pieces
your
of gold.
voice changes too.
I slide over. Are we over the?
You do have
counter?
a poster as well, by the way, guys. Just as
Are we over,
Yeah, but do we really want to show a wanted poster like, oh yeah, we're cops, by the way.
Are we over the counter?
Yeah.
Or are we just... So I slide over a couple pieces of gold and bring out the wanted poster all rolled up. What I'm saying is, we're looking for a bit of information.
What
okay,
he said.
and she, as subtly as she can, just slides over the tankard right around to you, and then slides the gold and poster off at the same time. And you can see under the bar she pockets the gold, but then takes a quick look at the poster. Rolls it back.
Oh, no, I'm too young to drink. Yeah,
God didn't like that.
he's laughing. That's a belly laugh.
Quite a good one, G.
God knows good comedy.
Like your joke, G.
Well, I personally haven't noticed a gentleman like this come in, but you haven't been the only ones looking for him. And she sort of nods over to a fella, sort of sat down and sort of enjoying his tankard silently alone currently, and seems to be like a dwarven, quite stout fellow with blonde braided hair that sort of goes down down by his back, and like a dark eye patch across one of his eyes as well.
In that case, is that I'm not going to say bribe, but is that enough to get me and my gaggle of merry men a drink each?
Aye, yeah, should be.
And she pours
Milk, please.
she pours you your drinks, including the milk, and slides the rest of the drinks over to you all.
Fake veneers slowly leaving.
You have my thanks, ma'am. Is the dwarfen man? He's by
Seems to
himself.
be, yeah.
Swarming.
I'll go back over to my homies and I'll relay the information, give them back.
As you walk over to your group as well, a man accidentally sort of stumbles back, and you can't help but stumble into when he goes, "Hey, watch where you're going."
Easy, fella, if you had too much to drink.
I'm had nothing for nothing. What are you trying to suggest? And he's just swinging his drink around, going everywhere.
I'll take that one as a yes, and I'll just brush past it.
Ah, you ain't worth it anyway. Just let you leave.
I'll walk over to the group.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Keep it calm now.
I just pictured John Marston, bro.
Keep it calm now, boys. Keep it calm now. We ain't got a location on this bloke, but we got some information. Well, I say we got another fella who's looking for him. And I subtly nod over to the dwarven fella in the corner.
Oh, that guy over there. Just point.
Yeah, Fetch just like lowers your hand back from you pointing at him, obviously.
So, we need to approach this nice and slow and calm to get some information out of this guy, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, do I have to keep
Just
this
trying to hold in
voice
his
up?
laughter with the voice in it. Can't take Fetch seriously. Does that? Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay, so walking through the tavern again, drink in hand, you head over to his table.
Hey, watch it, you almost spilled my milk.
He notices you as you approach and sort of sits up more straight as you all head to the table.
Is seat taken?
It might be. Who's asking?
Me and my gaggle of mermen here.
We're so merry.
Aye.
Don't mind him. He's new. Well, he's not new. He's seasoned. I mean, if he's with us,
I'm a veteran.
I gestured towards the three of us big lads, and then if I let him come along with fellas like us, I'm sure that means something to you. If he's that young,
I'm so goddamn strong.
and with a group looking like us.
Anybody?
Just pat on the back and
He kind of just like shudders out of the way.
Anybody who's willing to walk in a place like this and drink a tankard of milk is either really brave or really stupid.
I think you could go for that first one there.
I was just thirsty.
Take a seat. What do you want?
Well, we're here. You're looking for a guy by the name of I've forgotten his name.
Everett.
Dever.
Hey, I am. It's my occupation, as it happens.
Well, I guess we got one thing in common then.
Well, I think you're all very new, but apart from that, I suppose so.
I've been doing this for 50 years.
I don't think you've been around for 50 years, Sunshine.
Been around for at least some.
Well, you know what elven blood. You know what elven blood does to people.
Full of elven blood. Me.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna move on from this conversation. So, what is your proposal then in this capture?
Well, just on balance beforehand.
It's on the scene, man. It's on the scene. What's that?
Like, Rabbit's fucking hurting himself trying to tend.
Disguised his horn. Just claiming to be an
No.
elf horn.
I've got a horn. The horns like I've got a hood on, but obviously there's holes for the horns. And anyone can see them. Just lying through my teeth. Oh yeah, pure elven spirit.
Oh dear.
This plan is so good.
What's your proposal then?
Well, I've hazarded a guess that you have about as little information as we do.
And what makes you hazard that?
Well, you're in here.
Might just be enjoying a drink.
I doubt that.
You doubt a lot, do you?
That's what he's best at. Every time he speaks, he flexes and like in a different position.
Is this guy very
He's like.
Jojo posing.
He runs out of like goes to start Jojo posing.
I'm going to point at his drink and use prestidigitation to make it look full.
Oh, I thought you were gonna un-alcohol his drink.
I'm going to fill it up.
Does it actually fill it up, or is it just an illusion?
I think it might just be.
That's like we're so
Charles are like,
we're so fucking talented. This is going so well.
Thanks for the help, guys.
It's not over yet.
Talking to me.
Well, from the looks of things, you look like you work alone, so I don't think you'll want to be working with us on a case such as, was it forgery or what did he do? Was it
Petty theft.
I think we fill up a drink. Let's have a look.
Petty theft.
I don't think so, Chance. You could just buy him out there.
Disturb.
I just wanted to do a Doctor Strange, you know?
He's disturbing the peace.
I mean, you do have a full tankard. You could just either give, or just offer to buy him a drink. But it's up to you. Unfortunately, I don't think prestidigitation will be able to help in this goal, though.
Just thought it'd be fun.
Well, yeah.
Seeing as it looked like you work alone, I don't think you'll be willing to work with us on a small case such as petty theft.
Well, it really depends. Usually with these posters, they might be a little bit more tricky than they initially propose. But what skills do you all possess?
So many skills, man.
Such as
All of them. I can punch shit really hard.
right. And what if the other guy has a knife, or even worse?
Punch him first.
Okay. You've got a nice piece on you.
Oh yeah, and she's my sword.
And we don't out like that.
Yeah. If someone's got a knife, then I'll make sure I'm there to parry him away.
Okay.
Kick him in the ball.
Well, I know the bar wasn't very high, but at the moment you're striking gold right now. You?
I'm big. I'm strong.
Me too.
I can fight pretty well.
All right. Okay. Good start.
In combat. Long distance combat.
Not as good as me. That's the wrong voice.
Yeah, you really are a milk drinker, aren't you? By definition.
Makes my bones strong. I got unbreakable bone.
What about you, Gaston? What about you?
Listen, I'm full of tricks, and I'm going to use Mage Hand to. I'm
Not
going
gonna bet.
to wait until the lusty barmaid pours out a pint. I'm going to use Mage Hand to nab it and bring it over to the table.
See, now that is handy. I'll take that.
I use
And
my
he grabs
tail
the
to do the same thing.
Well, even better. Now you have potential. And he starts double drinking at the same time. Right, okay, well, seeing as it doesn't seem a very tough job, and seeing as you guys seem very new, and seeing as I'm feeling a little bit tipsy and nicer than usual, what do you come along with then? I might need an extra pair of hands, or 4.
Yeah, and extra 4 pair of hands never hurt me.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
That's an extra pair of 4 hands. Extra 4.
Yeah, like he has so many hands.
We went straight to deal making without the actual proper small talk and introduction. My name's Gromer, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Gromer. My name's Well, how about I tell you my name in about 54 minutes?
Okay.
Is that how long this guy's self lasts? It lasts an hour, yeah?
Can't you drop it any time?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can.
yeah, maybe not. Best not to do it in the tavern.
Huh?
Groomer.
What's his name? Gromer.
Gromer.
Like groomer, but
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
oh no, we're a party of kids.
Michael Jackson.
What is it? How's
He's
MJ?
back.
MJ always. Man, he touched those kids.
I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 19.
Bill Cosby.
Anyway.
Kevin
Hey.
Spacey.
Bad.
What's your name,
No,
Horns?
I'm 20.
Hot dog 20. What?
Yeah, you.
Noob Slayers.
Name's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Nice to meet you, lad. You? Milk drinker?
This ain't my real voice. But my name's Rabbit.
I think I'll call you milk drinker from now on, if that's alright.
That's fine.
Alright. You?
Bye.
Big man?
Yeah, you can call me Tiberius or Timmy. I prefer.
Tiberius, Tibby. Alright. Okay then. I'd rather not declare all my cards out with all these ragtag all around, but if we all head out, we'll need to head over to the main square. So if you want to follow me, tag along. I was about to head over there today anyway.
That's my real voice.
Just as
Well.
another,
Nice to meet you, Milk Drinker.
just as another little trick. Don't be surprised after we leave this tavern and I no longer look like this
Okay,
Or sound
fair enough.
or sound like this.
Because I know everyone's.
That might come in handy. Fair enough. Okay. Right, come on then. And he finishes his...
Imagine like holding all hands. Like the dad of the group.
And he gets up and walks with you all. Heads out.
Are we holding hands? Or?
If you guys want to hold hands, he's not going to hold your hand.
Pass on that one.
He's not going to hold your hand, but... So, as a group, you all head with Gromer over to the main square. He quickly leads you over. So, from the information that I have, our little pest has been hanging around a lot at the local brothel near the main square.
What's a brothel?
Oh God, I can't believe I have to explain this. Have your parents not had the
I don't have parents.
I walked right into that one, didn't I? By the gods.
I'm an orphan.
I'm not going to be the one to explain it to you, but it's a place where adults go to get very happy. For a price.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Rabbit will accept this as fact until he is told otherwise.
But anyway, so he's been hanging around there a lot apparently. So us lot gonna go, and as subtly as possible, we're gonna ask a couple of questions to a couple of people and see what this guy's been doing, where he's hanging around if we can, and see if we can get a bit more information.
Should I do this voice again?
Absolutely not.
Are we out of the tavern? You're gonna turn back into Fetch.
That is very different from what I was expecting, but
You impressed?
I am Feathers. Right, come on then. And yeah, so he leads you to the market square and leads you to the building referred to as the Bouquet Hotel. And Milk Drinker, you might want to keep your eyes down and don't make eye contact. Is all I'm saying in this place. All right. If anyone approaches you, just don't say anything and walk away. Stick with us, all right?
Okay.
And remember, guys, we're here on business, not for pleasure. We'll carry on. And he steps in with you all, and that is where we're going to leave today's episode. So thank you all for joining us once again. Expect the next episode soon. And once again, the little message from our sponsor: go check out Crit Kit UK. Best dice around. Free delivery in the UK. Pretty hot. And
Sounds good shit, huh?
yeah.
Well, I get too into it.
And once again, if you use the code TAILS at discount, let's say TAILS like the story term, not like the animal.
Oh, my day.
or the Sonic character, then yeah, you'll get 10% out at a discount. So go for it. And yeah, everyone keep safe, have fun, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Shout first to Dan Hussein's hiding spot, by the way.